Welcome to Healing Within, and today we're going to kind of look inward with our self-esteem, some of the messages we give ourselves that impact our habits, and just kind of seeing how we can learn from that. Because a lot of people come into sessions and always are fully aware of what to expect. That's perfectly okay. Hypnosis isn't about control or sleep. It's about learning how to pause long enough to notice. To notice that you're more than just your thoughts, more than your emotions, and even more than your habits. And sometimes we even act like we're stuck, but we're really just practiced. Practice that being who we were yesterday, and even the day before that. And in this experience we're working on today is more about moving into this gentle practice of doing something else, something newer and something freer. And because of that, you might even notice how you might hear concepts or ideas from today that some come from science or psychology, some from your own experience perhaps, kind of woven in, or even metaphors in the moments that kind of resonate or land. And whatever doesn't float by, doesn't matter, because the truth is, you can kind of cast or let it go. Just let it float on. Because who you're becoming is already quietly forming inside of you. And all I'll ask of you is permission, a little bit of time to grow. So if you're ready, we're going to begin. So now take a moment and either find a way to lay down or sit in a chair or whatever you decide to do that's just going to help you be the most relaxed. And this is kind of the time to let others know not to bother you, whether that be spouses or kids or whoever it is. This is your moment, your time, your space. So find that spot to allow yourself to get comfortably relaxed. And then allow the eyes to find a spot. That spot that's either looking up a little bit above the eyes. A spot that you can focus on. And notice perhaps the color, the shape, even the size of that space that you're looking at. And it's very normal for the eyes to kind of just build tension. You might find your eyes at some point might blink. No big deal. But at some point, tunnel in even further on that one spot. And while focused on that one spot, notice how you can relax the body. Take a nice deep breath in, all the way in. And just kind of notice how you can settle in. And then see if you can do it again on your own. Take another nice deep breath in. And just kind of exhale. And relax on the way out. Breathe all the way in. Relax the body even further deep. And as we do this, it's possible the eyes can even get heavier to a point where you might even want to close them. And feel free to do so at any time. And the last one, deep breath in. Hold, hold, hold. And let out that deep breath with a sigh. It's going deeper and deeper with every breath that you take, with every heartbeat. Finding your own rhythm of breathing. And slow down. Slower with the breath. Getting just as much as you need. Just let things go. Just let go. You might find that you can hear things around you. Not sure what they may be, but I'm sure you can know what they are. Even kind of what's holding you up. Pressure. Temperature of it. And even notice how some parts of yourself perhaps might feel more relaxed than other parts. And yet some parts are not yet as relaxed as other parts as well. Both being true, yet making space for it. And all these different sounds, these different temperatures, sensations, or other things are all just reminders that you're safe. Part of you here, while another part of you can be somewhere else. The same as your feet can be grounded, supported, safe. Your body, the weight of your body can settle down and relax. It's possible to get so fully relaxed to where you don't really have to care anymore. Just being in this space, hearing my voice, as other things kind of tune out in the background. It's not gone, but it's not the focus. As you change focus. Just changing focus to be elsewhere. Inward, to a place where you can just expand your thoughts, your mind, your learning. And as your mind's elsewhere, notice how the body can just settle down, relax, calves and knees. With every breath, the muscle softening and melting. Shoulders dropping. They've felt so much. Now they don't have to. Let go. The jaw can soften. The tongue can just rest gently. Now you can just breathe comfortably. As your body does that, imagine how you could just float a few inches outside your body. Just enough to observe it. Calmly, without a judgment. Just noticing. Just noticing a sense of you being more than the body. And imagine now floating into a space that holds the story of who you've been. And you can decide this space. It could be a room where there might be pictures and photos you can flip through. Just memories. Post-it notes, perhaps. Notes of beliefs you once accepted without thinking. And sadly, some of these notes can have some of the beliefs. I'm not good enough. It's too late. I always fell at something. Just gonna walk through the room. Just take some of your own time for a moment and just notice. Notice all the things that are in there. different messages. I'm not sure what message might stick out to you. Could be message from the past, could be from a parental figure, somebody else. Notice what's really haunting you, or just surfacing and seems to just be stuck there. Whether it's in a picture or a note, just kind of examine it in your own way. Take some time. And when I talk again, notice how calm you can go back to. And even though this room can hold different messages on post-it notes or something else, pictures or whatever, notice how you can kind of remove post-its, kind of set them aside, or the pictures aside, or whatever it is. Just kind of noticing that the room can feel lighter, more open. In this space of that stillness, you can begin to feel presence, allowing yourself to feel some sort of presence that was always just underneath that noise, a wiser version of yourself, waiting, always watching and ready. Just gonna let yourself float outside that room now. Just gonna gently relax, receptive. Perceptive and receptive. As you can imagine thoughts, if you can imagine for a moment that thoughts are just like a spark of electricity, and every feeling is like a magnetic field. That may be an unfamiliar concept, but some people might be familiar with it. It basically means what you think and feel consistently becomes your signal, your broadcast. Some people live on static, fear and doubt, shame, confusion. Don't even realize it. They're broadcasting this every day. But you can tune in now to something elevated. You can imagine dialing in gratitude, joy, clarity, love. Kind of like a tuning station. The more you feel it, the more coherent the signal. I wonder what it might feel like, perhaps, if you were becoming the frequency of your future. What that might feel like. What kind of thoughts, feelings would that be? Just gonna let the mind explore. And if you want, you can even press your hand against your heart. Just gonna anchor that frequency there as you breathe it in. This is your broadcast point. Just as you can broadcast different things, you can even broadcast in images of decisions you made, some from fear, some from survival, some from clarity. Just kind of tune in, not to overthink, but just to listen for a moment. A director for the emotional lighting for your life. Some days everything flowed, and there's days when nothing does. Different kind of luck. It's state. And just as you're noticing your own frequency, that means you have control of the dials. The times where you felt confident, notice how you can turn that dial up. Lower the self-doubt, turning it down. Maybe even adjust the breath rhythm. The present meter's full. You're the internal director. If you want, you can even snap your fingers gently and say softly in your mind, lead. Let that word become a cue for clarity. So that later when you walk in a room with people, they might not even know your name. They might feel your presence, your smile. Not because you're performing, but because you're aligned. If you really think about it, people don't always remember your words. You remember how you made them feel. That sticks. In each breath, try to give them an experience. And you can kind of do that with connecting eye to eye. You stay grounded. You listen. You radiate. Your energy does the talking. And your calmness shapes the moment. Kind of like that saying, you are the lighthouse, not the tugboat. Let them find their way to you. And at some point, just like the way you let others find you, notice how you can also turn that inward. Kind of like a magnetic energy of yourself, pulling inward, kind of sitting around a table with your inner allies. I'm not sure which ones you might have there, protector, nurturer, wise, something else. The ones that know how to understand you, help you with your needs. Notice how they can do that now, just kind of sitting around a table with you. and providing you the needs inward. That gentle guidance of wisdom and comfort. It's already there. It's already there. And even if someone steps away for a time, the roots that you've already built together, they stay intact, steady beneath the surface. The same as you have that within yourself. These positive things are already rooted there. Your body can remember how it feels like. And the mind knows its way back. The nice thing is you don't have to wait for anyone to find your way back. You can do that every day. Finding your way back to self-confidence. Not being shy about saying good things toward yourself. It's no different than when people say bad things. The only difference is they practiced it. Same as you can practice something different. Positive, inward things. Because that's what a leader does. They can lead people out of things that they don't need to be in. Leading them from inside outward. Not just changing thoughts. You're living a new frequency so others experience you in a different way. And at some point this hypnosis is going to end in a moment, and you can continue to stay in a subconscious state or work your way out. Take some time. If you want to come out and you're ready for that, then you can do so, or just let it go and drift back to where you want to be. Arrive back to the room when you're ready.